right. You ready? Move in with the closer. The candidates move in closer to you. Yeah, come on, y'all. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Come on. Don't let the flag get in nobody's face. Move in a little bit closer to them, please. We're trying to get a strong picture. How would you do? All right, well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning. The Richmond County Democratic Party is extremely excited this morning to announce our brand new Vote Blue campaign, which is going to be centered around making sure that Democrats turn out right here at home to elect good Democrats to do the work for the people here in Augusta. With less than 50 days on the horizon, with about 50 days on the horizon to elect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris as president and vice president, we have to make sure that we're also putting the focus on the Democrats right here at home who has their hands on the pulse of progress for our communities. And the Richmond County Democratic Party is so excited to be able to support two of our candidates who are progressive thinkers, two candidates who are ready to get to work on the first day in office, on their first day in office, and really attack the issues, address the issues that matters to most of the people across this state. So what you will hear briefly this morning is from two candidates. The Democratic Party completely supports our nominee for District Attorney, Mr. Jared Williams, and our nominee for State Senate, District 23, Soretta Williams. You'll hear from both candidates this morning. You'll also hear from our state representative from the 125th District, Sheila Clark Nelson. She has some words for us concerning our census. And then, as always, our senator from the 22nd District, Harold Jones, has some words for us as well. But in this order, we would like to welcome at this point our next state senator from the 23rd Senate District, Ms. Soretta Smith.
Good morning. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you so much. Thank you to the Democratic Party. I just want to recognize everyone here, our State Senator Harold Jones, our State Rep Sheila Nelson, and our CBD District Attorney, Mr. Jared Williams. And so we are really, really excited about what's going on across this nation and what's going on here in the state of Georgia. And I'm just really honored to get the endorsement of the Richmond County Democratic Party. And I'm ready to get to work. This district needs a fresh voice. There are many people that are disenfranchised. There are many people that feel like they have been forgotten about and left behind. And the message that I simply want to relay to people is that when you elect me as your next state senator, you're going to have someone at the table that cares. Someone that cares about small business owners that are struggling. Someone that cares about single parents that are having to work 2 and 3 jobs. I'm going to fight for working families. We're going to fight to get a living wage. Someone that cares that we have over 600,000 people in this state that don't have access to health care. I'm going to lock arms here with Senator Jones, and we're going to fight to expand Medicaid so that people can get the health care that they need. Health care is not a privilege, it's a right. It's a human right. And so, we need to take care of Georgians, and I'm just ready. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. And I'm looking forward to being your next state senator and moving District 23 forward. And again, thank you to the Democratic Party and all of our respective candidates here and those that are already in office. And we are just fired up and ready to go. And let's get out and do the work. It's time to do the work. Thank you so much.
All right. And from the Richmond County Democratic Party, we present you a contribution to reclaim the 23rd Senate District. Thank you so much. Let's give it up for our next state senator, Soretta Smith. Right here, we have an opportunity in Augusta to elect a district attorney that will show up and serve the people versus serving other interests. And the Democratic Party is elated to support completely Jared Williams for the district attorney seat here in Richmond County. And so without further ado, let's welcome our next district attorney for the Richmond County, Burke County, Columbia County circuits, Mr. Jared Williams.
Thank you, Chairman and Commissioner-elect Johnson. Thank you, Democrats, for the elected officials who are here today, for the Democratic leaders who are here today, and the members of the press who are here as well. My name is Jared Williams, and I'm running for District Attorney in Richmond, Burke, and Columbia counties. Our kids belong in classrooms, not courtrooms. And I'm going to fight to invest in our kids and make sure we keep them on the right path. Our young people belong on job sites, not in jail cells wasting their God-given potential. And so my Checks Over Stripes program links first-time offenders with jobs, life skills training, and a high school diploma. That's how we reduce crime, not just react to it. We need a district attorney's office, and by extension, a criminal justice system that respects, reflects, and protects this entire community. And that's why I'm running for district attorney. That's why I need your vote on November 3rd. Jared Williams for district attorney. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you. And to you, Mr. Williams, on behalf of the Richmond County Democratic Party, go win.
You're going straight to the bank.
All right. We have a lot to be excited about. Outside of electing these two wonderful candidates, we have to understand that we have work to do. We have to do more than just support them on social media. We have to get out here and actually put the work in. And so the Richmond County Democratic Party is excited to release our Vote Blue campaign, which is our GOTV efforts to make sure that Richmond County turns out at the highest level that we possibly can. So the Richmond County Democratic Party has appointed a Get Out the Vote committee, and the chair of that Get Out the Vote committee is Mr. L.C. Miles. And so at this point, I would like to recognize Mr. Miles to come up and speak to us about our campaign.
Good morning. You know, every election that I've had for the last, I guess, 16 years, we've always said it's the most important election we're going to have in our lifetime. But I think this time is truly, that act is really true. For us, we not only, you know, they say all politics start at local level. So in order to get Trump out, we've got to turn out here at the local level. We are, Richmond County is considered a pivotal county in the state's effort to turn blue. And in our effort here to put good Democrats in office, we need to turn out as many voters as we can. And in that effort, we have an awesome campaign, the Blue campaign to get out to vote. We've ordered a lot of signs. You haven't seen the yard signs in the yards lately, but you're going to see some next week. There'll be yard signs in the yards. We got bumper stickers. We got buttons. We got T-shirts. All of those things are coming in. They've already been ordered, and they are coming in here as soon as that we can get the mail or the postal people to get them here. Another campaign we're doing a virtual phone banking. We've got volunteers, and we are in conjunction with the Democratic Party. We got volunteers that we're using that virtual phone bank system where our volunteers can get trained by the DPG. They also can make calls out into Richmond County based on a list that we're giving them, based on what demographic that we want to be calling in. So we're going to be doing that. We got mail outs coming. We've got robocalls. And we're trying to set up where we can do some canvassing. With the coronavirus and so forth, we don't want to do a lot of canvassing, but we can do some safe canvassing. If we find a way to do that, we're going to do some of that. But our biggest piece of this thing is a virtual Get Out the Vote campaign, Get Out the Vote rally. It's going to be virtual. We're going to ask our elected officials. We're going to ask state and national officials to pre-record some of these speeches on the. It's going to be held like the virtual Democratic convention. So we got an organization that's going to go out and do some virtual or do some recordings of speeches. We're going to have some live speeches, and we're also going to ask our sponsors to sponsor this thing so we can get more money to help get out more votes and to make more efforts to get out. We're going to be working with sister organizations, NAACP, other organizations that are out there trying to get out the vote. We're going to try to combine those and combine some efforts with them. We're working with the unions. They're doing a great job of helping us out, supporting us. So I want to really give them a round of applause. Part of our effort is the funds that were raised by the union. So let's get a union around of applause. They gave us our big kickoff from that. And so the other sponsors that we're going to have are going to be our elected officials. We're going to ask them to kick in. We're going to ask some businesses to kick in, some other sister organizations that we partner with to get out the vote rally. We're going to try to coordinate with several other organizations to get out the vote rally. We've already kicked this thing off. We've got meetings coming up next Tuesday. So if you have any ideas that you'd like to think that we should do, efforts that we should get into, we're open to any and everything to get the vote out. We've got 130,000 people registered to vote in Richmond County right now. Now 130,000, you know, even if we get 90,000 of those people to vote, we've left 40,000 people in the county who didn't vote. So it's an area effort. We want to get people who are already registered to vote. We want to get new registered to vote. We want to get anybody that's of age and eligible to vote. That's our effort. So with that effort, I just want to invite all of y'all to look in there, your newspaper advertisements, your Facebooks and things like that, and your emails to be aware of some of the things that we're going to be doing and join us in this effort. And I really appreciate that very much. We've got a committee that's really robust. We're going to make this thing happen. This isn't our first rodeo. We know how to do this. So we know how to win. So we're going to do this. And so we appreciate you coming out. We appreciate the great candidates we've got. Some candidates are going to help us come out locally because of the great people we got that's running. So I really appreciate your efforts. Thank you very much for allowing me to let you know what you're doing. Enjoy it. Thank you, Appreciate it.
Thank you, LC. One good thing about Richmond County is that we have some good Democrats in office. We have good Democrats who represent us on every level of the government. And I'm honored to be able to acknowledge two of those good Democrats today. Representative Sheila Clark Nelson serves us in the State House representing District 125. She's been very vocal and active in making sure that Augusta gets a fair count and a complete count in the 2020 census. So at this time, I'd like to introduce State Representative Sheila Clark Nelson to discuss the 2020 census with our viewers. Representative Nelson.
Good morning. As he stated, I'm State Representative Sheila Clark Nelson, and I am excited to be coming to speak this morning to not only the Democrats, to all of our residents in Augusta, Georgia, especially in Richmond County. As Mayor Hardy Davis has been saying more and more recently, we must get counted. We need a complete count. If we have approximately 190,000 residents in Richmond County, we need to make sure those people are counted so we get the money for the next 10 years. Many of you ask, well, how can I help in my community? This is an opportunity that you get once every 10 years. There's not a miscount or a recount. When your community is counted, you have financial resources that come here. They help with Head Start, hospitals, roads, bridges, Medicare, Medicaid, and many other projects that are required for our citizens. I am encouraging everyone. We have 12 days left in September. The deadline is September 30th. You can Google 2020 census. It does not take but a few minutes to sign up for everyone that is in your household. And I also want to ask you to do something else. Check with your social media friends, your family, your neighbors, your co-workers. Yes, we are in COVID-19, but you can continue to be safe. You can social distance, but you must, I again stress, you must complete your census. The deadline is now September 30th. That just gives us 12 days. We can make it happen. We don't want to say, well, I didn't know. We're putting signs out everywhere. We've got TV and radio commercials. We're encouraging you to not ignore it. When someone knocks on your door now, just talk to you about the census, please give them a few minutes of your time to let them know you want to do your part. Because when you're counted in Richmond County get the funds for the next 10 years. When you are not counted, we do not get the funds for the next 10 years. Our children are counting on us. Our seniors are counting on us. Our residents and neighbors are counting on us. So this is our opportunity, and I encourage you, whatever district you live in, whatever part of the community you reside in, make sure you do not, I stress, do not miss the deadline. I ask you to go do it today. I challenge you to register today and then to make sure in the next 12 days you sign others up. There's a toll-free number you can call. There's a website you can go to. So you don't have to talk or see anybody. There are so many options for the first time with today's technology that you can complete this. So we are asking for a complete count in Augusta-Richmond County to show not only our leaders, but to show our youth that are coming behind us that you made a difference in 2020 because we were counted, and this is what we mean to our community. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Again, I encourage you, I motivate you, I ask you, I plead with you. Do not miss this opportunity now to get counted for your community. Thank you so much for the Richmond County Democratic Party. We will continue to encourage, act, and abide, and inspire you to do what is right now in 2020. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Representative Nelson. And also we have our state senator from the 22nd Senate District, Senator Harold Jones, a true freedom fighter in the legislature. He is always available to give us a call to action. And so at this moment, I'd like to recognize Senator Harold Jones for comments.
Thank you, Commissioner-elect, and also Mr. Chair. Great to be out here. It's a wonderful day that we have two great candidates that we're actually going to have an opportunity to support. I'll start off and talk about my future Senate colleague and let you know that persons around the state are already marveling at the job that she's done. They've already nominated as hers one of the most flippable seats that's basically always been unheard of as far as this area is concerned, that Senate District 23 has the opportunity to be flipped, and she's actually now one of the most flippable seats in the state. And that comes from the hard work that she's been putting in. Her and her team has been putting in through this primary and up to this point. And so my colleagues in the state is actually looking at this particular race, and we think that it's not only going to be flippable, she's going to win. Because the fact of the matter is, where we're talking about urban areas or rural areas, her message, our message as Democrats, is what resonates. Persons are tired on the national level, Wall Street controlling everything. On the state level, the local Chamber of Commerce control everything. They want the people now to start controlling things. That's why they're asking for health care. They're asking for expansion of Medicaid. They're asking that they actually have a seat at the table and can make a difference. And they realize through her and through the Democratic Party, we're going to have that. And persons are also saying that they're tired of actually just locking people up, and that we need to have real criminal justice reform. And real criminal justice reform starts at the local level. And that's why Jared Williams is resonating so well that he's actually now the favorite in this particular race to win the district attorney's race. But one of the things that Representative Nelson said was, she talked about getting counted. Not only get counted, don't skip votes. Both Ms. Smith and Mr. Williams both basically won their primaries. They had the most votes in the primaries. Ms. Williams had over 7,000 more votes in the primary. And actually Ms. Smith, she really would have won her primary except one thing: skip votes. When we go to vote, keep going down ballot. Don't also get counted, but also don't skip. That's the key thing. If we go out and vote as Democrats and we continue to go down that ballot, we're going to win these races, we're going to win our national races, and we can start making real change. Because let me tell you, who's in these offices, whether it's the district attorney's office, whether it's up there in the Capitol, they make a difference. We need these guys to get elected. So I'm so proud of both of them. They're doing a tremendous job. They really are stepping up. People talk about speaking truth to power. They really are. Because these are two races that persons initially last year this time would have thought could never have been won by Democrats, and now both of them are in the position to be actually the favorites to win these particular races, and it comes from the job that they have been doing over the course of the last 6 to 7 months. And they're going to put the pedal to the metal, I know, and they're going to take this home, and we're going to win these two seats, and we're going to win for the people of Georgia and for the people of Augusta. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Senator Jones. We echo everything you said. He is absolutely correct. So last but certainly not least, we want to recognize our 5th Vice Chair, Mr. Franklin Williams. He's going to come forward with some key election dates that you need to know, dates and deadlines. So let's recognize our 5th Vice Chair of the Richmond County Democratic Party, Franklin Williams. Thank you.
When Elsie talked about how many more people we've gotten registered, we still got a lot left on the table. We have until October 5th. That's the last day you can register and vote in the November 3rd election. One of the focuses I'll be working on beginning this afternoon with my other hat, when I take all this off and put on my new Georgia shirt, we will be registered voters for the next 2 weeks. We'll be set up over at Chef Red's Barbecue and over at Hot Food for Cabin. Both of those brothers have agreed to let us set up as many days and as long as we want to work from their location. You got to understand one thing about both of them. And they told me they don't mind saying this public. They're both ex-felons that didn't know that they had the right to vote. Last year, when my daughter registered Calvin looked at me, he said, Frank, I didn't know I could register to vote. And last year was his first, in 18 was his first year that he voted. And the same thing with Chef Red. So we're trying to get everybody, but we definitely want to try to get this 600 and some thousand ex-felons here in Georgia that have the right to register and vote, and nobody told them when they finished their service. They're supposed to be told. And actually, and I think I'm right, Senator, in this state, every agency is supposed to register. So I would look like that they should have been registered when they finished their service. But no one told them because they didn't want to register. So let's go out here, and these last 2 days, today is a good day to start, because today is the first annual National Black Voter Registration Day that was started by BET, the Urban League, the NAACP, and a number of other civil rights groups to designate September 18th, every year, starting today, will be National Black Voter Registration Day. So we want to, and then next Tuesday is the regular National Voter Registration Day. So we'll be pushing this weekend to get some good numbers, but we'll be working right on up until October 5th. Thank you very much.
Well, I hope what you understand today is that we are serious about electing Democrats across this county. We're serious about Augusta being a blue county. We're serious not only about electing good Democrats, but electing people who are going to do the work that the people of the city asked them to do. And that's what this is about. We have a district attorney candidate who's ready to serve people. We have a state senator who is ready to serve people. They need our help. So what can you do today to help the Democratic Party, to help these candidates that you've heard get across the finish line? The first thing you can do is go to www.augustademocrats.net and sign up to be a member of this party. We need every volunteer that we can get, as far as canvassing, robocalling, phone banking, the whole 9 yards. You can make your voice heard by going to AugustaDemocrats.net and signing up. And you can also go immediately after this conference to our social media pages. On Facebook, Augusta-Richmond County Democratic Party. On Instagram, Democrats Augusta. And from there, you can see key election dates. You can follow our candidates. And not only that, you can get more news updates as to when yard signs and things of that nature will be available. So thank you for your attention today. Thank you for joining us. I hope that you're just as fired up and ready to go as we are as Democrats. We're ready to elect Jared Williams. We're ready to send Soretta Smith to the state Senate. We're ready to send Donald Trump on an extended vacation home. We're ready to put Joe Biden in the White House, and we're ready to turn back the hands of democracy for the people. So thank you for your attention. Thank you for your time. May God bless you. May God continue to bless Augusta, Georgia, and America. God bless you.